Yo, what's happening? Hope y'all doing good. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good week. Well, we're back at it again. Got some stuff to do on this sunroof plug here. I want to go through with the angle grinder and put a cutting wheel in and cutting disc in and get rid of some of this. It's going to be difficult to actually get my grinding wheel, my cutting wheel as possible. Once you drill your first hole, that's kind of what's going to set the template for everything else. So I'm going to put a rivet here, and we're going to do another one on the other side. Now I'm going to leave these 3 rivets in on the front and each corner, and then I'm going to just work my way around this whole piece of lexan. Man, if you watch old Michael Yost on Yost Built, I think he's got like 5. He's got like 1 on every corner or something. It's ridiculous. The most effective way to do this is you drill your hole and you insert a rivet, and then you keep your rivets all in there. That way this thing's not moving around. Then when you're ready to install, you can lift the whole thing out with all the rivets in. You can go back and put your adhesive down, your epoxy, your silicone or your whatever you're gonna seal this up with. You go back and put that down, let it set, and then you can pop these rivets out. That way you've got a good seal. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, here's the moment of truth. If you've never done this before, you are crossing the, what's that word? The point of no return. Yep, that's where we are. So I'm going all in. All right, now we have all the rivets in. I don't know, ended up doing about 25 or so. It's not too crazy, but pretty good bit. I just don't want it to leak. So anyways, I ran into some real problems when I started this last night. Ended up having to go back and cut all through here because as you can see here, I ran into some issues not even being able to get this piece out because it's glued and I don't have a way of pulling it out without pulling this out. That's gonna come later. So I at least got it to where it was somewhat manageable, but here the metal was so thick that I was gonna have to, it's just gonna be a pain in the butt trying to get all these rivets to seat properly. So nonetheless, this is how it's gonna look. So we're gonna take it back out. We're gonna clean everything really good because there's all kinds of debris and stuff. And we'll clean all that up, and then I've got to go get some sealant. We'll run a bead of sealant up under here all around these holes, and then we'll come back, stick everything in, and that'll be it. Should be watertight. Use some of this stuff called DAP. This is the DAP 3.0 Advanced Hybrid Sealant, 100% waterproof and paintable. It's got a 30-minute rain and paint ready. Sealant reaches full potential in 24 hours. All right, that passes the eye test. Let's just say that. So here's a little trick if you don't know. That little piece you cut off for your little silicone, this works for caulk, any kind of tube like this. Flick that sucker around and stick it right back in the hole. Boom. Now for that one's gonna cost you. That's a $5 tip right there, you hear me? Everybody needs to Venmo me $5 for that tip. I'll put my Venmo in the handle or the description or whatever. All right, so now we're gonna take Mr. Lexan. I'm gonna put one of these rivets in because I don't wanna smear this, but it's kind of inevitable that it's gonna get smeared a little bit. I'm gonna gently place it right in this hole. Take another little rivet, drop it down. All right, so now we're gonna go along and put all our rivets in these holes. We want all our rivets in here because we want this thing to basically set for 30 minutes. And what that's gonna do is allow a good, nice, get in there, guy. It's gonna allow a nice bond, seal, or a seal to set up, whatever. And then once it's set up, we're gonna go behind and actually utilize that as if it's a gasket by riveting, by popping all these rivets through or whatever. So this is exactly the same thing you would do, like I had mentioned. You had to use some RTV on like an oil pan. Here's a good example. Put an oil pan on something. supposed to use some kind of RTV, which is like a gasket maker is what some people call it. I'm from the hills, so, you know, we got all kinds of names for everything. For example, you may call it a shopping cart. Well, where I'm from, that's a buggy. Tell me if it ain't called a buggy. You know it is. Some of my peoples around here. Hank, you know it's called a buggy. Okay, new day. Got everything finished up. Looks pretty clean. Look how crystal clear that is, right into the car. Some good stuff. So one thing is left though. I still need to hit the scales. So Alessandra says that the car weighs 1,000 pounds. I love her to death. Hank says the car is gonna weigh like 19 something. Check out the comment on the last video. He's got a guess. He's about around 1900. My buddy Zach, who's about to come work for us, he thinks the car is going to be around 1900 also. And I'm like, man, this is great. Like, y'all are so nice. I hope everyone's right, because I think the car is going to be about 2150. That's my guess, 2150. All right, we are at the county recycling place. They got a big scale here. We're going to see if this guy will just let us get a free weigh in. Pickens County Recycling. Let's see what this guy says here. Hey, I just need to weigh my car. I just pull on, I'm good? Okay, thank you. All right, moment of truth here. What we got? 14, stop going. 22, no, 22 even. 2,200 pounds even. Wow. That's awesome, because I weigh 200 pounds. So that means this car weighs basically exactly 2,000 pounds. I was 150 pounds off. I do believe that means my man Hank was almost dead on her. Awesome. That's great. This place is really nice, by the way. All right, well, that's it. Literally, tomorrow is the track meet. I super scared the crap out of myself today. I was hanging out with my brother Blake today. He's polishing up his 99 GT. He's taking his Mustang out to the track tomorrow as well. And we were looking at it. He's like, dude, why didn't you call me, man? We were supposed to go to the track. And I'm like, that's tomorrow. And he's like, no, it's today. And I looked and I was like, oh my God. The Thrill on the Hill meet literally was today, which is Saturday. My son's birthday. Happy birthday, Kessler. I'm so proud of you, man. He turns 10 today. So I thought I made a big boo-boo, because he said it got rescheduled from whenever to Saturday the 7th. So all I saw was the 7th, and today is Saturday, but it's still only the 6th. And so anyways, so I hit up Paradise on their Facebook, and they're like, no, dude, gates open tomorrow at 10. Track room is at 12:30. So by the grace of God, we're going to be able to run tomorrow. So congratulations, Hank, on being dead on. And there were some other folks on my Facebook page that were kind of a little bit maybe closer, but you know, hey, if you're not going to comment on the YouTube videos, man, then when I say, hey, we'll give something away, kind of not doesn't make you eligible. So we're going to hook Hank up with some ammunition. I've got some 223 over here and some 9mm. We'll figure out what he needs, what he wants, and we'll give him some stuff for at least participating. So hey, wish us luck, man. Now I know that my car weighs exactly 2,000 pounds. We weighed in at 2,200 with me in it at the scales. I'm honestly thinking that low 9s, maybe I'm undershooting myself. Maybe we have a shot at high 8s. Who knows? So somewhere between 15 seconds and 5 seconds. That's my bet. We'll see what happens.